It's the Jim Fannon Show. We've come to take your mind.
Am I still on?
Do I go live? Do I just record it? Do I hit the stream? Try and do something more professional? No. Just hit the live. Okay, it's a quick pop-up. You see the title. Been playing a lot of Matt McPherson's music lately. Got an 8-hour stream we put up the other night. This is Jay Beatty on a pad all by himself. Here we go. Let's do this, okay? Election 44 is up. I'm getting a lot of traffic. People want to know where I'm putting my vote, what they can do to help. And if you want to help, get a hold of me. A little heavy on that one, eh? House band is hot tonight. This is Rob Gill. I don't know. I spoke to Rob Gill through an intermediary, and I thought at one point maybe we would do a show together. In fact, I fantasized. Fantasized. That's pretty good. I fantasized about Rob Gill doing like a weekly show with me. He could be the radical lefty wacko, and I could be the straight, moderate, middle, reasonable guy. That didn't happen. And I just saw this today. I guess it's 3 days old, but I don't, I'm blocked from him, so. And who cares? I just think it's funny. But he did get me canceled. I should really, really hate Rob Gill. I don't. I actually admire him quite more than a little. Because he's the Death Star. If he wants you to go away, he will find the mob and get them to make you go away. All right, so election 44, is that it? Hashtag ELXN44. That's where I'm at. What's your deal? Who you rolling with? I am full-blown PPC, even though it's not a secret. They turned down my candidacy. Can you imagine me? And I've gone against Chris Biddle before when he beat Dykstra. I was, the hell was I, green? No. Yeah? I don't know. None of the above? I don't know, but I've debated a lot of these guys before. The Sendziks, the Dykes, Anyway, I thought that I would dedicate that 6 months of my life to these next 36 days. And surprisingly enough, I'm okay sitting out. I'm fine over here. It's a lot of work, man. And it's probably the most isolating thing a human being can do as far as like a campaign goes. It just, you're a one-man island. You're all on your own. Doesn't matter how many people you got around you or how organized your crew is. Like, it's way better when you have organization. And I only had that my last run with the Greens. We had money. We had a campaign office. We had volunteers. We had sign team. We had campaign managers. And all I had to do was just show up and hit them out of the park. Not this time. Rebecca Hahn is your candidate in St. Catharines, and she's fire. Absolute fire. But it's a lot of work. And It's a long 36 days. But I am PPC all the way. No word on getting Max for an interview anytime soon, but he's been very good to me. I mean, I've got his cell phone. He will take my call, if I schedule a time to speak to him. I like Max Bernier more than a lot. As a human being, I think he's principled and unwavering, steady, predictable in a good way. And I like his policy. I think he's talking about a moratorium on immigration until we can sort out our employment situation and COVID and all that stuff. I don't know. I mean, this is a weird time, man. Here's what I want to impart for you first-time candidates. And there's a lot of them. They're not just in the PPC. I want you to invent the possibility. I know it's difficult, especially now that the writ's dropped and you got to get your signatures and meet with the RO and get the bank account set up, and well, you should have all that done already. But invent the possibility, especially if you're a PPC candidate. I'm talking to you. When there's a wave, it's never predicted. When the reform wave came, when the NDP wave hit Ontario, no one saw it coming. And I'm hoping, I'm not calling it, but I'm hoping this election, people get at the end of this 36 days, when they see all the virtue signaling and all the lying that Trudeau's got to do to keep his job, and he stands to be reelected if something doesn't shift quick. But 36 days is a long time. And anything can happen. Lots of things will happen. You can bet there's going to be a couple slip ups or media moments or issues that come up during the campaign. Free speech and censorship will be one, absolutely. But there'll be other ones, and they're usually predictable. You can pretty much count on what happens during a campaign as far as issues come up. But they only talk about the issues that they want you to know about. So right now, we're going to hit a little bit of it tonight, but we've got a situation in Afghanistan. We've got a situation at the American border. And in Canada, we've got a situation right here in our own town. If you live in Niagara and St. Catharines, with opioids, drug addictions, depression, hopelessness, like homelessness. I'm not the guy that says I got the silver bullet to fix all that kind of stuff. I'm rambling. Anyways, for you PPC candidates out there, first-time candidates especially, I bet you the majority of you are, and if you're not, great, more respect. Invent the possibility that you never know. Stranger things could happen. And one day, you might be sitting in Parliament representing your community. So run it like you have a chance to win, like you can win. Recruit the right people, raise the money, exploit the the election finance laws. If they say that you can give $1,000 to 3 different, exploit the election finance laws, the goods and services law. You can order up a website if the person will do it for a tax receipt. If it's $1,000 website, retail, full rocket, they give you an invoice for that $1,000. You give them a political donation receipt for the $1,000. They get about, it's $500 or $600 back at tax time. You can't do it by a company, only personal donations. This is a federal election, right? Yeah, fat. Pretty sure that's the way it works. So exploit the election finance laws by getting people to give you political donations for stuff that you're going to need. Also, you can pay a fundraiser, and you should pay a fundraiser pretty well. If you want a good one, you can pay them a legitimate commission to bring you money in. Do I need to say anything else? You can pay your fundraiser a legal commission to raise money for you. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Check it out with your CFO. So do it right. Run like you have a shot to win. And even if you don't think you have a shot to win, you got a better shot to win than the Green Party does, because the Green Party's not going to sweep the country with a wave. Maxime Bernier has momentum. He's a good man. He has good policies, and he doesn't change his policies with the wind like these other guys. These other guys, you're going to get so tired of the old line party politicians, and I should include the Green Party in those. I'm not including them there, but they are, but by virtue of Elizabeth May having a seat in the House, and I don't know what she really did there, but the Green Party didn't lie to you. The Green Party's not going to change their policy because of something's popular. I know they have gone a little bit cuckoo on the left wing. I got out of there long before that happened. But they don't lie to you. They're not going to change their platforms the same every year. They just tweak it for new issues. That's a party you can trust. And I think the PPC is like that as well. I know they are. I've talked to Max several times. He's a good, solid man, and he takes this very seriously. And he's got experience in politics. He was a cabinet minister at several decent portfolios under Harper. Well, we all know he left the files at his girlfriend's place, and she was a biker bitch, and she ratted him out. Nothing against bikers, but biker bitches, yeah, whatever. I guess that was the rap on her. What do I know? Anyway, what else we got today? Excuse me. Sea bass, get it at Polonia, your deli on Fraser Street. Polonia, is it the old Polish Polonia? Do yourself a favor and get their breaded sea bass. That's what's when I had some and I'm enjoying it for a second time apparently. I just thought I'd put that out there. Yeah, I like to troll. I know. Chris Regas always straightens me out. False. He was not appointed by the province. And the Regional Health Committee has the powers to remove them, or they could just... you edited this. I hate when they go and edit. I never edit a post. I don't delete posts. That's just not my... That's not my thing. He didn't say this before. Anyways. Yes, it's false. Of course. But I made my point. It's not worth pulling up. Chris Regas says, yeah, it's false. And then, anyway. Fire Feargy. Dr. Feargy, we're done with you. Go away. Dr. Feargy, oh my God. Shut your mouth. Go away. How do we make this man go away? Like, we need him to just, like, go away. And this is very, okay. I am a juvenile, okay? But sometimes I can't help but be a troll. Because it's all in the caption. Enjoys windy walks, golf, and cookies. Lots of cookies. Doesn't he look like the Cookie Monster? Grant LaFish is up to no good. Always. Virtue signal much. I can't. Like once in a while, I just go and I check them out. I take a screenshot and I post it, and I post and ghost. And this is called fluffing yourself, is the caption. Genius? Yes or no? Okay. Fluffing yourself. And we started out the show with this. Rob, come on the show. I got lots of time for you. And what I really wanted to talk about tonight. Thank you, Mayor Walter Sendzik and the delegation from St. Catharines for a productive discussion around addictions and opioids, including the city's initiative needle pickup pilot program. What? Oh, it's a pilot program. Oh, so you're going to look to Walter Sendzik to find out how to start a program that ultimately fails and does nothing. It just makes him look good before he heads off into the distance in a new political career somewhere, because we all know that he's promised Matt Cisco that he will not seek another term. And this is Matt Cisco's just to go in there and mop up. No problem. Mayor in waiting. God help us. Please don't take advice from Walter Sendzik on how to fix an opioid epidemic. because Mr. Smarty Pants does not have the answers, even though very educated people have probably got a hold of him and told him, here's what you do. Here's how you start it out. Maybe you want to address the root causes. You could start with that. But no, your city's got a hashtag. That's the only thing that you've brought the city. And embarrassment. But really, not much more than that. What else we got here? Oh, Emily Spanton. I got a funny story to tell you about her. What time is it? Sorry, it's not late enough. I'll wait till the kids go down. I'll tell it later. It's too hot to rock the hoodie, so I'll be living my new hat for the. I'll be living my new hat for the foreseeable future. And she's not joking. That hat won't come off for a week or 2 weeks until she finally showers. It's too hot to rock the hoodie, so I'll be living my new hat for the foreseeable future. Hashtag Canadian Poly. Hashtag Afghanistan. We'll trade racists for refugees. Okay, so let's play this out. We're taking all the racists and we're trading them for refugees. I will take this deal because for the 300 racists or 3,000 racists that you can hunt up, like coerce into admitting they're racist, I don't know, 300,000? What? How many people? How many really racist people are there? How many people do you see on a regular basis that are out and out racist? Like, they accuse me of being racist. It's ridiculous. It's funny. So if I've got this right, we gather all the racists and we trade them for refugees. I'll take that deal because right now you're at a million illegal refugees coming across the southern border just since Biden took the helm. January 20. You kidding? Or January 20, wasn't it? Okay, so I'll take this deal. We'll line all the racists up, and they'll trade them for refugees, and then we're done. Perfect. Then we don't have to talk about racists anymore because they're all gone. But no, you guys will be going on and on and on and on and on. You'll never stop about how the patriarchy is holding women down. What? Women are graduating at way higher rates now than men, and women under 35 are making substantially more money than men now in the workforce. Do you know this? Yes. Women are making under 35 years of age are making more money on average than men are. Yeah. Oh, no, it's a pay gap. And we're not like, oh, no. There's no pay gap. This guy is a fish. Thanks to Shandor for making the comics. I cannot see this man other than a fish now. He's a fish with a scarf. Unbelievable. Anyway, I can't even. What am I even doing here? I'm getting out. It's a short one. What was I hitting tonight? LaFish of the Gills. Cancel this. Biden has screwed the whole continent. And Trudeau's looking to do the same. If you want to help out with the PPC in Niagara, touch me up. I'll put you in touch with the right people. It's the only party I'm backing. It's the only party I can back. They've got a decent platform. Go check it out for yourself. Here it is. Simple. So I'm not going to shill for these guys every broadcast, but it seemed fitting today. I got a lot of people calling me wanting to know what they can do. A lot of people frustrated by the level of candidate that this party has recruited, because now that they're seeing them speak, they're like, this is bullshit. Right? Because there's inexperienced candidates standing up before the microphone and they don't have any political game. But this is what a new party looks like. This is how you build a party, and you have to go through the growing pains. They're not all going to be... In fact, there's going to be very few star candidates. Viva Frey in Montreal. You got Mark Emery in London. That's all I know of. So, it's frustrating. Yes, Maxime Bernier is mostly... you can't make a campaign out of pointing the finger at every wrong that the other party's done. You have to build hope by telling us what you're going to do. I think he's done a decent job with that, but still too much about the tyranny and, no, I mean, you got to do that too. But in every election, there's a wedge issue that nobody pays any attention to politically, and it's a lost opportunity. You got to control the message. And there's very important issues to Canadians that none of the politicians will talk about during this campaign, and it's up to us, you, to ask the questions and to drive the narrative yourself. Bring attention to what is important to you, because they won't talk about it. Max may. We'll see. I like Max, and I haven't watched him this closely on a campaign, but I'll be watching him to see what I watch everyone, and you'll be getting my takes on it. But I'm also going to come out the next episode. It's going to be a lot of politics now. The idea that the PPC will split the vote is a joke, and I'm going to give you all kinds of reasons why that's a joke. You must vote for what you believe, not strategically to keep someone else out. I'm going to bring you all that. Yeah, the major parties have used that for a long time. Oh, your vote is wasted if you vote for those guys. No, you can't do that. The establishment, you got to walk away from them. And I think that Max is the only way to do it. And yes, he could take 10 or 20 or 15 or 20 seats. It could happen. Stranger things have happened. So don't lose hope that just because it's a new party with a very small infrastructure and some questionable talent at head office, I didn't say that. I'm not bitter. You're bitter. Voting strategically is a fucking loser. Don't do it. Voting for the lesser of two evils is still evil. You hear? Anyways, I'm going to bring you an episode on that coming up. This is where you find the PPC. I should have Rebecca's site up here, but you can find her. Reeves, she goes by, her friends call her Reeves. That's her nickname, actually. Most people call her Reeves. So Rebecca Hahn is your PPC candidate in St. Catharines. Peter Terrace is in, Niagara Falls, Fort Erie? I don't know the other two candidates, but you got a candidate. There's probably going to be a candidate in every riding, but there's definitely a candidate in every Niagara riding. Yes, they're not seasoned veterans of political parties, but maybe that's what you like about them. I personally want to see some game up there to hold the Liberals to account for what they've done to us. And they sit on the precipice. Fuck off. They sit on the ledge of what? I lost everything now. What am I talking about? Is this a good time to eject? Eject! It's a perfect time. I'm out.